So thank you so much for joining, everyone. This is a great opportunity to learn more about the Staff Senate. I have Crystal Moore here speaking today about the Staff Senate and how to join. So we will go through those details here shortly. I just have a few quick announcements before we get started. Our hope is the next Lunch and Learn will be May 19th. We always enjoy you all coming out to these. And the topic is still to be determined, and we're still open to new topics. So if you do have topics that you're interested in hearing about, please send those our way, and we'll be happy to look at them and hopefully have a lunch in the future with that. I also wanted to let everyone know that May 25th is Staff Appreciation Day. Now, there's a lot of great events planned and showcase of talents. Really looking forward to that. And then we'll also have a final Lunch and Learn. We didn't normally have them in the summer, but we will have one in June. I believe it's June 16th, but we'll share more information about that one as well. And we do have a topic for that one. So without further ado, I will introduce Crystal Moore, and she will talk to us about how to be a staff senator.
Good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to apologize ahead of time. I'm having some technical difficulties as well. So we are not going to see my video, but just wanted to go over a little bit of what Staff Senate is, and then give you guys some information about the elections that we are in the process of the nomination period, and then also what the benefits of being a staff senator are. All right, so we are good to move on. Okay, so I'm going to try really hard not to just read the slides to you guys, but wanted to give you an idea. Our mission of the Staff Senate is to represent the interests of the staff and to strengthen the relationships of the university to the staff. A lot of what we do is to make sure that our staff are heard and that we are a source of connection. Our goals are to elevate the effectiveness of the Staff Senate, elevate the quality of the life for staff, embrace the nurture of diversity, and enhance the intellectual and economic capital of Kentucky through the growth in research. All right. Our commitments and values, again, I'm not going to read through these. These are all available in our website, but I did want to highlight a couple. One of the biggest things of Staff Senate is to represent all of the diverse population that is our staff. So we do our absolute best to make sure that we are including the thoughts and the concerns of all of our staff at every level and from every situation. We also strive to provide additional opportunities to all of our employees who are not staff senators through opportunities to mentorship programs. We have learning opportunities. We have community events, different things that we do, and all of those are made possible by our Staff Senate body. All right. This is just a list of our committees. So part of being a staff senator is that you are not only a part of the main body, you are also going to be part of a committee. On that committee, you will go through specific concerns. So specifically, I'm on the elections committee, for example, and our main goal is to make sure that the election process goes smoothly and that we are giving the information to our potential senators, to our senators who are up for re-election, and letting everyone know who they're voting for and why they should vote. We have several different communities that represent all the different parts that we are involved in. And also, if you choose not to be a staff senator, these committees are the ones that help answer your contact us. So when you have different concerns that you bring to Staff Senate, a lot of the times that will go to one of these committees and they will work to help address your concerns. All right, this is just a list of some of our achievements, just to give you an idea of what Staff Senate can do and works on. One of the biggest things that we have worked on is the leave adjustments. So the parental leave and the shared leave program are both two things that Staff Senate has worked very hard on recently. We also worked on the work relocation throughout COVID and the appropriateness of work from home versus work on office and flexible schedules between our staff and their supervisors. We are representative voices in many different areas of the university. And so we have a staff senator delegated to many different areas of the high level administrative searches, of the shared leave pool, and of several different areas throughout the university. And as a staff senator, you can either strive to represent us in one of those seats, or you can also work towards one of the main goals that we as a body discuss, to make sure that we are representing the most comprehensive views of our 20,000 staff members as we are going through and making recommendations to upper levels throughout the university. All right, and like I mentioned earlier, we do have several different programs that are not just for our staff senators, but they are staff senates designed. So we have our mentorship program where you can work with a staff senator. We have the Kentucky Wildcat Making the Impossible Possible. We have our creativity and innovation showcase, and you're here today at one of them, our Lunch and Learns. All of these programs are available and supported by Staff Senate, and they are things that we do to enrich our staff throughout the university. All right, some of the special events that we host are the Outstanding Staff Awards. So we actually added 4 awards that are available to our staff members, voted on by staff members every year. We have the Staff and Faculty Dance Blue Mini Marathon. The UK Remembers Day is hosted. We have conversations with the president regularly. And then also we design and host the UK Appreciation Day. All right, so the main point of today's conversation is that we hope that you want to join Staff Senate. The basic requirements are that you have to be at least a half of an FTE, worked here for the last 3 months, or consecutive 3 months. And the requirements once you become a senator are that you attend our monthly staff meeting, which is approximately 1 to 3 hours. It's budgeted for 3 each month, and that you attend your monthly committee meeting. So everyone as a staff senator is part of a committee. And those meetings are approximately 1 hour each month. You do have to obtain your supervisor approval in the nomination process. And so that means that when you put in your form, a notification will go to your supervisor that you would like to attend. It will let your supervisor know what the requirements of being a staff senator are. It will also let them know the expectations of them as a supervisor while you're on Staff Senate. And we do have an FAQ about that on our website. Just an idea of our timeline. Right now, we are in the nomination period. We are hosting meet and greets. We are here to answer your questions. There's a lot of good information up on our website. The election period will go from May 10th to May 30th. At that point, everyone who is a member of the staff will be asked to vote for a senator in their sector. And on June 5th, we will announce the senators who will be representing the sectors. And just an idea as far as sectors, I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, but I believe we have 5. So you will run for your sector, and you will represent your sector, and you will vote for your sector. So healthcare, EVPHA, you have I believe the provost, a couple others. And so if you're not 100% sure of where you are or who currently represents you, you can send us a message and we can help you understand that.
Hey, Crystal, it's Olivia. I can give a little more info on sectors if you think that'd be helpful.
That I think would be very helpful. Thank you, Olivia.
Yeah, so hi everybody, I'm Olivia Ellis. I'm the current chair of Staff Senate. I am, to give a little bit of context, like who is this person? The chair of Staff Senate is elected by senators. Senators are elected by all staff at the university. To give some context on sectors, everyone at UK is put in a sector based on who you ultimately report to up towards the president. So if you're in healthcare, it's pretty clear you're in the EVPHA sector, healthcare sector. There's also the provost sector, the president, and the EVPFA, finance and administration. The 5th sector is like a general group. So if you don't fall into one of those, or if you change positions throughout the year, you're in that kind of like open general sector. But to find out what sector you are in, you can look at your reporting line and your tree that goes all the way up. If you have the EVP of Healthcare Administration of Health Affairs, who was previously Mark Newman, if that would have been your person, you're in healthcare. If it is Provost Bob DePaulo, you're in the provost sector. If it goes up to Dr. Eric Monday, you're in the EVP of Finance and Administration sector. If you don't have any of those three and it goes up to the president, but for example, let's say your person is like Kirsten Turner and then the president, then you're going to be in the president's sector. And then the at large, you don't have to worry about that one. So what Crystal's kind of getting to is when it comes to elections, and we know people have friends from across UK, if you all are in separate sectors and reporting structures, you may not be able to vote for them. So we work with IT to make sure that when you see the list of candidates for, you see the list of candidates to vote on, you're only seeing those that represent your sector. Doesn't mean you can't, advocate for your friend in another sector, but you will only be voting for those in your own. So I hope that helps. But like Crystal said, if you have questions, you aren't quite sure, you can reach out to us. But the easiest way is to look through your reporting structure to see if you find the EVP for healthcare, finance administration, the provost, or the president. And I saw there's a question about proportional representation. Right now, we do not have proportional representation, but it's gotten more even over time. And so that's something we're playing with, is with proportional representation, but our bylaws and our governing document does not require proportional representation.
Thank you so much, Olivia. All right, and now it is kind of opening the floor for our last is our opportunities, but then opening the floor for question. So these are just some of the opportunities that you may have as a staff senator to influence, share your voice, connect with UK leadership, being the first to know about upcoming changes, networking across the university, gaining professional development, and being able to develop a deeper understanding of how the university works. So we do want to open the floor chat in person. If you guys have questions, some of the things that you'll see are what our senators enjoy. If any senators would like to unmute and talk about their experience as a staff senator and some of the things that you've been able to enjoy, feel free. But I'm just going to sit back and Olivia will help me most definitely, and any of our other staff senators who might represent a particular area or a particular committee are welcome to join in and help with the question and answers.
Yeah, and I'd love to give a little shout out to something that folks don't recognize until they're in staff senate, and that is the opportunity for leadership and professional development within the Senate. So we have a couple of different structures in place so that folks can really get something out of it while they're also putting themselves into it. So every member of staff senate is a volunteer position. You have to be elected, but it is a volunteer position. But we do have some levels of growth. So in general, everyone is going to be a staff senator, meaning you're in a committee, you have access to your executive leadership, you might be tapped to serving in committee searches around the university. There's a ton of opportunity for engagement if you want to be engaged, and we want you to. Then there's like another tier up where we have our committee chairs, and this creates our executive committee. So each of our committees has a leader that is elected by the members of that committee. You will, as a general senator, be able to put your committee preferences, and we do our best to get everyone in one of their top 3 choices. Then you elect your chair. If you decide you want to run for chair, and we have some first-year senators who became chair, so if you decide you want to be chair of a committee, you would have a little bit extra responsibility. So there's a little bit more of a time commitment each month, but you would be in kind of the smaller, middle-sized group that might have more regular meetings with higher administration at the university, and you would be responsible for communicating information out to other general senators to go out further than that. One more tier up is our elected officers. So our officers are going to be the chair, myself, our vice chair, we have our secretary who's also on the call, we have our treasurer, and we have a parliamentarian. So these are officers elected by the entire body, and they represent staff interest at that higher executive level. The chair and the vice chair meet fairly regularly with university leadership in different spaces and kind of tag off of each other. Our other officers are often called in to help with advice on ideas or on projects or initiatives, but typically they will also be in that executive committee function. So as a staff senator, you have some areas for progression and for change. You're never locked into one committee. Like you're in it for a year, right? That committee, you can switch to a different committee. You could be secretary for a year and then decide not to run for it again. So there's a lot of really cool ways that you can get growth in Staff Senate if you want it. And we encourage folks to seek that out and to find ways to grow themselves in while also serving staff members. So if you want to chat more, if you have questions or want to chat more about what would you get from it, we're happy to talk about what's in it for you, not just what's in it for staff. And there is, let's see, there's a question in the chat. Just a question about the body as a whole. I have a coworker on the Senate. Hi, Kevin, if you're on. And I was wondering how many members are there currently per sector?
Hey, Olivia, I've got that pulled up right now, so I'm counting them. And as soon as I get those
Cool.
numbers, I'll put it in the chat for you, Thomas.
Awesome, Thomas. So Sabrina is our secretary and she'll get that in there. I don't keep the numbers stuck in my head because another, I guess, perk of Staff Senate, we want you to be here. We want you to be involved and stay engaged, but we also understand it is a volunteer position. If life is too much, or if your work conditions change or your job changes and you have to step back, there are no strings tied other than notifying us, and we'll chat and see if there's ways that we can make it easier for you to stay a member, but ultimately it's your decision. So that's why I don't have the number on the top of my head, is I refer to Sabrina for the most up-to-date info. I'm currently chair of our college's staff council. Would I still be eligible to run for UK Senate this year, or would I need to wait? So there is a rule, and I don't want to waste everybody's time looking it up. There is a rule that you cannot be on another university governing body and be in Staff Senate. My understanding, and this, Benji, I'm happy to look into this more and get you a more firm answer, is that Staff Senate is the official shared governance body for staff. So unless you were on some other, like a higher administrative body, I think you would still be eligible, because we have folks who are in like the library staff council. We have folks who are in like the ag staff council groups who are on Staff Senate as well. As chair of your college's staff council, I believe you're still eligible, but I can check just to make sure. Yeah, you all are welcome to ask questions, or I'm happy to tap. I know Sabrina's here. I'm looking to see if anyone else is here. Bobby, Joe, Stephen, anyone wants to talk about their experience, what they've gotten out of it, anything like that.
I will go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Staff Senate. I'm Bobby Joe. I'm your program coordinator, the program coordinator, but I've been on the other side. So I was a senator when I first got into this. And I can tell you that being a staff senator has helped develop me professionally, has helped develop me within the university. I've met so many wonderful colleagues, and that's the beauty of it. Yes, Olivia, and as everyone was saying, even Crystal on the presentation about the committees that you get involved in. This is an opportunity for you to be involved in everything within our body, and you make friends. These are lasting friendships. So it's not only business relationships, but you have lasting friendships that carry on. So I would encourage you all to get involved. It's a great way to really get to know the campus from the inside and actually be a voice for your department, for your college, and you'll see, you will really grow as you develop yourself as a senator. So I encourage you all to nominate yourselves and get involved. Thank you.
There's another question here from Jessica. It says, what are some of the overall goals the Staff Senate has set for the next fiscal year?
Yeah, so our goals change depending on what staff are looking for. Overall, this is a broad goal, but our broad goal is to engage with staff more at their local levels. So instead of expecting folks to come to us, how are we getting out to them? The staff there are some consistent things and issues that we advocate for, realistic compensation, improved benefits, working time off, equitable benefits and pay across the full university. But there are items that come up, kind of like current events topics. So for example, in the winter, we always have renewed interest around talking about what the healthcare policies look like on inclement weather, what the campus communication looks like on weather, how we keep or how can we keep our campus safer in that case of weather. So overall, one of our major goals is to make sure we are being more visible and more on the ground with staff and not expecting them to find us. More specifically, the issues that we advocate for and the goals we have change based on what staff want from us, with some consistent ones. And one I didn't include in there, we've talked more about family and elder care leave and extending that, well-being and employee wellness. We've talked about that consistently. But yeah, it is all driven by staff members, not by one or two people up at the top. And then I know Sabrina put numbers in the chat for our sectors, and in case anyone can't see that, our finance and administration sector has 17, healthcare has 36, president has 12, and provost has 69. There are a significant number of seats open for election this year, so those numbers could change in the next couple of months. But we've seen growth in like the finance and administration and healthcare. So it's starting to, I know there's still a big gap between provost and others, but they're starting to level out a bit more as we've gotten better about advertising ourselves and encouraging people to come in. Because we want there to be broad representation from across the university.
I just wanted to echo what a few people have said, and I have been part of the Staff Senate for 4 years now, secretary for the past 3 years, and I cannot express enough how much I absolutely love this body. Like Bobby Joe was saying, we have made so many good friends. We do things outside of work. We just have a really good time. Our purpose, of course, our main purpose is to help better the university and make things better for our staff. And we really do make a difference on campus. And if you're a part of this, we will welcome you with open arms. And we really do have a really good time. I got involved with Staff Senate even before I became a senator, and probably helped out for 3 or 4 years before I finally was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to join. And I've never looked back and never regretted it a day. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to any of you all via Zoom, in person, on the phone, whatever you'd like. So thank you. And thank you so much for coming to hear more about us.
Yeah. So there's also a question that I believe Sabrina answered. Are all meetings virtual or occasionally in person as well? Our committee meetings have typically been virtual since COVID has kind of moved us online, but our main body sessions are always held in a hybrid format. So you're welcome to come in person. This past couple of years, we've been meeting in the College of Law, which is right in the middle of healthcare and non-healthcare campuses. We encourage you to attend in the way that you are able to. With that being said, if you know you have a hard time focusing online, we ask people to come in person. If you know you have trouble focusing in person, we ask you not to bring your laptop. So we want this group to be as accessible as possible. So we will keep hybrid in as long as we can. Do you publish the contacts for each of our areas so we know who to reach out to for matters of concern? Yeah, so on our website, we have a section called Senate members, and we can put this in the chat, and we do have it filterable by sector. So you can look at your sector. If you know someone's name, you can also search them that way. Ultimately, while we do represent our sectors, the Staff Senate also represents all staff. So you are welcome. Someone in your sector might be more attuned to the issue you are having or the idea that you have, but any senator is someone that you can come to and say, hey, I've got this concern. Can you pass this to the right person? We don't dabble in interpersonal issues or solo one-on-one issues in departments. Our concerns are going to be like a little bit bigger than that, in the sense of it's something that impacts all staff, or it impacts a significant portion. It impacts a college, something at that higher level where it's something that the university administrators would have to be involved Let's see. Do you solicit volunteers for events from the whole body and not just committees over the events? Yeah, so what we try to do, or what I've tried to do as chair, sorry, let me back up. The question is, do you solicit volunteers for events from the whole body and not just committees? I'd like to help on events as a whole. So yes, what we try to do first is offer spots and positions to folks in the committee overseeing it. But if there is still space, or if people in that committee are like, oh no, spread it out, then we will expand that out to the whole body. When it comes to serving for events or searches or working groups for the administrative leadership at UK, they might give us a little bit of focus, like, okay, well, this is impacting the College of Education. We would like representatives from that college in Staff Senate to be a part of it. But if they don't give us that kind of direction, then depending on the matter at hand, it will either be open to the executive committee first and then the main body, or the main body as a whole. And usually, and Stephen's like nodding his head, if it's open to the whole body and I know we're going to get a lot of folks, I'll usually just ask for a brief, why do you want to serve or volunteer on that? But if it's something like UK Appreciation Day that we need volunteers, yeah, like we're going to open that up. So we need all the help we can get. Let's see. Thomas or anything? Okay, that was Bobby Joe. How long is the elected term of a senator? 3 years. The good thing is that there is flexibility. Like I said, if something comes up and you aren't able to maintain the attendance requirement, or you don't feel like you're able to give it what you want to give it, you can always step down. But it is a 3-year term for all senators.
And Olivia, I just want to add too, it's a 3-year term, but you can turn around and run for reelection. I don't think there's a cap, is there, right?
No, there's no term limit. So yeah, once you hit your 3 years, then you can run for reelection if you'd like to run again. Now, your seat is not guaranteed every year just because you've held it in the past. If there is competition, then there's competition, but you are able to run again, and typically you're going to have some good strengths on your side because you know how it works, you know how to be engaged. But yeah. And then I put a note in the chat, but just in case folks can't see it, I pulled the membership requirements for Staff Senate from our bylaws, and it does not prohibit membership on other staff councils like that. So you would be good.
All right, well, thank you, Olivia and Crystal, for presenting, and Sabrina and Bobby Joe for your input as well. If there are more questions, I think we still have some more time, so feel free to put those in the chat or come off mute. I think we could hang around for another 4 or 5 minutes if there's nothing else, but yeah, if there's any questions, sure, we'll be happy to answer those. And thank you all again for coming out to another successful Lunch and Learn.
Yeah, and I will add, if you have a question that might be a bit sensitive for the space, just reach out to any of us and we're happy to answer it or get it to the right person. Usually folks have questions about supervisors and getting the time to not having to use vacation time. Happy to chat about that and what that looks like, because this is, if elected, this is intended to be part of your normal work, so you wouldn't have to take time. So let us know if you have questions that you didn't want to talk about here.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there any other things we need to do if we've applied already to do this, other than get waited on to vote on? Or is there any other kind of public forum where we talk about why we are interested in doing this, or anything that is required?
So there is nothing else required. We do ask, I believe we asked for a short platform statement. If we didn't ask for that yet, we will once we confirm your eligibility. That information will go out with the poll, like with the voting, so people will know kind of what you're standing for, where you're from, all that kind of stuff. Once you are confirmed eligible, you will be given guidelines of, like, if you want to promote yourself to your sector, if you want to campaign, here are some things you can or cannot do. But there is no required forum for this or anything like that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Olivia, also, I know you're a wealth of knowledge when this. if we have a competitive election this year, is there a minimum votes that people have to get? I can't ever remember the answer to that question.
No, so there is no minimum votes. We fill seats from the most votes to the least votes as far as we have seats every year. That's how we do it. Yeah, that's general how we fill them. Any other questions for us? We're also welcome to general feedback on how we could do better, or if there's an area you'd like us to come talk to, maybe you have a full team or department meeting you'd like us to come chat at, we're happy to do that.
I do have a question.
Yep.
Is this the place where we would come to talk about, like, for instance, the upcoming Staff Appreciation Day? I know last year was my first year in this department, and you know, it was a source of contention because my folks can't leave clinic to go participate in anything staff appreciation wise. And, you know, I tried to reach out to our director. We kind of had a new one at the time, and I was trying to figure out, is there something I can do to get my folks whatever, I don't know, whatever was being given out free or something to bring back to my people? I mean, is that something that we could address? Because I'm going to have the same situation again. I can't have them leave clinic to go drive to Kroger Field in the middle of the day. Is there something we can do for people that we manage here?
Yeah, so this has been a continual question, and we've tried to address it step by step because, to be really frank, like, the money involved in reaching out to every single person, we're working on. Like, it's a lot, so we're working on it. So we're trying to be creative. This year, to be honest, we don't, hold on, let me back up. I want to get my thoughts straight so I don't characterize what we're doing here. So every year, folks have the opportunity to submit for shirts, for free shirts for their groups. And we work with, it sounds like you're in healthcare, so we work with healthcare folks to get that distributed out to everyone. What we also have at an Appreciation Day event is typically what we call vendors, but they're often UK departments or benefits, health and wellness, employee affinity groups that will be there at tables to give information. Sometimes they have giveaways, but it's little things like stress balls, paper, chip clips. It's not, like big ticket things. It's just little grabs. That stuff, because we rely on those departments to supply their own goods, we can't facilitate like grab bags for folks who can't come. But what we are doing, in understanding that there are folks who cannot come in person, this year we've changed things up a bit, and we are working to offer Monday through Wednesday of Appreciation Day week. We are going to be offering a variety of virtual opportunities for folks to hop on to a 15-minute this or an hour-long this, whatever it looks like for them. We're going to have a schedule available that folks can join in if they're able to. There will be some things that hopefully overlap, but it's going to be in a broad range of things about health and wellness, appreciation. Hopefully our intention is that those are more interactive and ways for folks to relax and feel appreciated by the university and by these departments who would be often at Appreciation Day, but hopefully they're able to fit it into their normal routine or location. So I know it's tough for some of our folks, and we have a lot of remote workers too who aren't in healthcare, who can't attend normally. So we know this is a concern, and we're trying to address it creatively with the budget we have.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I know there's a question in there, could meal vouchers be option? Oh, can't speak. Could there be meal vouchers for those who can't attend, assuming free lunch at Appreciation Day? We've priced out meal vouchers. We can't do meal vouchers. So we're trying to figure out these creative ways to give folks access to the event and to ways to feel appreciated instead of just offering. But we understand and we hear that, and it's something that we keep on our list. And each year when we get our budget and we inspect it, we're like, is this something we could do? So know that that is an ongoing request. We just aren't able to do it yet. Bobby Joe, go ahead.
just to tag on to what Olivia said, one thing that we did do this year is we've extended the hours to accommodate shift change. So if you have healthcare workers that leave work at 3, our venue is going to go until 4, so we can accommodate the shift. So it's going to start from 11 to 4 this year. So hopefully we can get some of your workers that are unable to leave work to just at least come over.
But we understand there's trouble, and with now, I mean, adding on our folks out in Ashland with 25,000 employees, not including student employees, there's a lot of need and a lot of unique situations. So we are trying to do what we can to have the largest positive impact with what we're able to do right now. But I know we've just met, but trust me when I say every year we have expanded and we try and make it bigger and better and more impactful for more people. It's just, as anything else at a university, it's slow moving on some of those things, but promise we are trying our best to expand that. And we work really close with like the healthcare employee engagement groups. We work with our extension office engagement groups. We're doing our best to expand every year. And this is our 30th year, not of us hosting it, but the 30th year of Appreciation Day happening in some form. So this is our biggest one yet. The most money we're putting into it, the most flexibility, the most offerings. So every year we're trying to make it a bit bigger and better.
And Olivia, if I can tag on as well, in going kind of back to elections, Cynthia, the concerns that you're having, and when I'm in healthcare, I had never participated in Appreciation Day prior to joining Staff Senate. I was in the same boat. I'm in healthcare. We can't get away. We don't know how to do. And I will say that since I've joined Staff Senate, my voice has been heard, at least felt heard, along with many other healthcare workers. A lot of healthcare have joined Staff Senate in the last 3 years. And so when we talk about inclusivity, when we talk about opinions and decisions, yes, it is for the greater good. And like Olivia said, we will do everything we can to accommodate as many people as we can and to make the most people feel appreciated. But it is those voices and those concerns that being a senator and running for election, that you can help bring more people who have the same concerns as you to the body and bring that voice and bring ideas and bring opinions. And that's really what Staff Senate is about, is bringing different alternatives. Maybe the way we've done it in the past was a smaller group. Now we have a larger group, and that larger group can think through bigger ideas, bigger opportunities, more creative opportunities, things we've never thought about before. And that is, I will say, one of the best things about Staff Senate and one of the biggest opportunities that I think you have when you run for election and when you become a senator.
That's terrific. That's the whole reason that sparked my interest in wanting to try to be a part of this, because I've been with UK just about 14 months and I feel like, I want to dive into something that I can be a part of to, help my sector of the world out here and, help these people's voices be heard. So for that exact reason. So my application's in, you sold me. So thank you all.
Yeah, and I mean that's part of it is, for full transparency, I don't work in healthcare. I work in the International Center. So I don't even work in a college. My job as chair is to represent the interests of everyone, but I can't represent the interest of a variety of people if we don't have a variety of people in our body. So change is slow, especially at a university. And I will be the first to admit, we do have more folks in the provost sector than we do in the other sectors. We do have more white women in this body than we have other races, ethnicities, genders. It doesn't mean we're not trying to improve that. It is still volunteer. So we're doing opportunities like this to meet with a broad swath of people. We are meeting with folks in smaller department or college settings to encourage people to join. We're sending out direct messages to our employee affinity groups to try and get some more diversity in our membership and experiences in our membership. So if you want to be a voice, it is up to you, and we welcome you, whoever you are, even if your opinions and your views and your experience at UK are different from mine or different from Crystal's or different from anybody's, that's welcome. in a respectful way. So yeah, so we'd love to have, and you said you've already got yours in, we'd love to see more from you. We'd love to see anybody on this call express interest and try and get involved. And we do our best to make sure every voice is heard, even if we cannot act on every single thing that comes up. I think that's another clear expectation to set is Staff Senate is a governance body, meaning it is advisory, it amplifies voices, it is taken into consideration when decisions are made. We are not a governing body, meaning we do not set university policy. However, we are consulted on it before it is set. So would love to have folks here to provide a variety of opinions and experiences and realities so that we can better represent more folks. My soapbox, always my soapbox, is I know we are trying our best to continue to diversify and continue to serve more people.
Thank you so much, Olivia, Bobby Joe, all of our senators who shared today. I really appreciate your input and your attendance in helping to promote elections. For those of you who joined today to learn more about Staff Senate and being a senator, this is your opportunity to be heard. Like Olivia said, this is your opportunity to represent the group that you most identify with, or to represent the issues that you see at our university. It is also your opportunity to figure out who represents you. So if you choose not to run for elections because you don't have the time commitment or for any other reason, like we said earlier, reach out to figure out who your sector representatives are and know that you can go to that person to represent any concerns that you might have in your area. And we will do our absolute best to address those concerns, offer the solutions that we know are available, and then also work to better our staff as we grow and as we learn each year. And I know we're probably close to time. So if anyone has any final questions, feel free to put those in the chat. If we missed you or you don't want to talk to us publicly, again, we do have the contact us form there on the Staff Senate website. I think Olivia's posted to our website a couple times. It was also in the slideshow. And you are welcome to reach out, and you can reach out anonymously. You can reach out and we can reach back out to you with with our answers. As we go through those, you can reach out directly to Bobby Joe. She's usually got every contact that we might need or have through Staff Senate. Again, we look forward to seeing all of our new nominations and for the election process this year.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Olivia. There's a lot of emails and links in the chat. I will post one more as well. Just wanted to mention UK Remembers is going to be the first week of May. Take a look at that. It's a chance to honor and celebrate those we have lost. Our next Lunch and Learn is planned for May 19th. So we hope to see you all there. We'll have that topic out soon. And Staff Appreciation Day is May 25th. So hopefully we'll see everyone out there. Thank you all again, and have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend.
Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.